And welcome to the first look preview for the Wyndham Championship. We learned a lot last week. We learned that Tony Finau no longer scared of being in contention on a Sunday. He looked as cool as ever on his way to pretty much running away from the field at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Congrats to him for winning back-to-back weeks. We learned that Detroit Golf Club is confirmed a bomber's paradise. We thought this heading into the week, and it certainly played out that way. Guys were just, bombing, gouging the place all week. We saw some extremely low scores, so that's something to keep in mind heading into next year. Then I also learned that you should not slam your thumb into your car door. Very painful. Had to go get a hole punctured into it in order to let a bunch of blood out. So, yeah, overall pretty good weekend. I thought we nailed it. In terms of the type of golfer that we were looking for at the Rocket Mortgage Classic, and hoping to do the same this week for the Wyndham Championship. Keep in mind, this is the last week before the playoffs start. The top 125 that make it are going to have their PGA Tour cards secured, and they will make it into the playoffs that start next week. So this week we have Sedgefield Country Club in North Carolina. It's a par 70. It's going to measure just over 7,100 yards. Similar to last week, this is a Donald Ross design, although I would say the courses couldn't be, more different. One, again, was a bomber's paradise with really wide fairways and not a lot of trouble off the tee. This one definitely emphasizes accuracy over distance. The fairways are only 29 yards wide on average. There's a significant penalty if you do miss the fairways. The water's in play on 6 of the holes. And because of all that, this requires a lot of golfers to club down off the tee. Kevin Kisner said he loves playing the course because it forces everyone to play from the same spot when you're hitting into the greens. So he kind of feels like if you put him in the fairway with everyone else, he likes his chances, from 150 and in because he's got such a good short game. The greens here, they do feature Bermuda grass, which is also different from last week's mix of Poana and bank grass. So back to Bermuda this week. They should be a little bit faster as well. They are 6,000 square feet on average. Over the years, golfers have hit 70% of the fairways and 77% of the greens on average. Very high rate, especially with the GIR rate. That is the second highest of the 42 courses that I have data for. 5 of the last 6 winners have been at least 21 under par. So with very little wind in the forecast, you can certainly expect a lot of birdies again this week. Scrambling here isn't overly difficult. The greens are undulating, so there do tend to be more 3-putts than most PGA Tour events. But again, I'm expecting a lot of low scores. And just to note, 3 of the last 4 winners here have been elite Bermuda putters. You have Kisner, JT Poston, and Brandt Snedeker. Some of the comps that I'm looking at this week, I'm looking at easy par 70 courses, guys that have played well there. I'm looking at guys that have played well at TPC Sawgrass, TPC River Highlands, TPC Twin Cities, East Lake, and Sea Island. And then I'm also looking at just guys that play well on Bermuda courses. Now, the stats pretty simple. Much smaller weight off the tee this week. Definitely looking at accuracy over distance. A pretty big weight to strokes gained approach. Pretty big weight to birdie or better percentage and strokes gained putting, especially on Bermuda. And then this week I also included some proximity numbers. A lot of approach shots are going to be hit from 125 to 175. And like Kisner said, just the way the course shapes up, a lot of golfers are going to be hitting from the same spots on the fairway. So that definitely helps if you do want to use those proximity numbers, because they can be hard to use when you're comparing a guy like Tony Finau, Ryan Armour. Most weeks they're not going to be hitting from the same spots, but at this course it should be the case on a lot of the holes. Again, I got the comps, I got the whole yardage breakdown. We got the usual course history, the field strength index, which I think is very important. It shows the strength of fields that the golfers are playing in each week. So this is kind of a way to balance out different finishes from just different events. Somebody playing in all of the majors is going to have, a different field strength index than somebody that is playing, most of the events on the Korn Ferry Tour or what have you. And yeah, so we'd love to have you as a part of RG Premium if you can. The Discord's a lot of fun. You get access to this model. You can download it. You can go through and adjust all the weights. They are hidden up here, but you can go through and customize these to your own liking. And then use, upload these right up into Lineup HQ and build your own lineups off of them. You also get access to the bets. The bets have been great the last few weeks. You get access to my article, Justin's article, Drew's article. So a lot of good stuff there. You get the expert rankings, the expert survey, pretty much everything you could ever need. And then again, the Discord is a lot of fun. Everyone's in there all week just talking about the guys they like. different strategies, you know, how to attack high ownership and leverage and all that fun stuff. So hop in to RG Premium if you can. If not, just be sure to tune into this video each and every week. Highly appreciate it. And we'll catch you back here next week for the start of the FedEx Cup.